Hi again, everyone. It's the Tuesday evening edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. We're barreling towards mid-June, but it feels a little more like April out there this evening. It is chilly, and it is damp. Now, unless you had outdoor plans for the second half of the day today, the damp weather is some good news. Not much sunshine out there this afternoon, although some breaks developed around dinner time this evening, even a couple of rainbows earlier on. But this is the time of the year, this is the week of the year in which we have our earliest sunrises. In our part of the Eastern time zone, our sunrise is officially, in Youngstown anyway, at 5:49 a.m. this week through Monday, and then actually those sunrises start creeping a little bit later. Now, we don't have our latest sunset of the year until the end of the month, June 24th through the 30th. The overall longest day of the year is, of course, the first day of astronomical summer coming up on the 21st. Why the difference is? Well, complicated math, but part of it has to do with our latitude, part of it has to do with the way we measure or define sunrise and sunset. Some of it has to do with when solar noon is. That's the time of the day in which the sun is at its highest point in the sky. It's all kind of complicated, but the bottom line is we are at the time of the year that it gets light pretty early, of course. All right, so rainfall totals have been pretty modest so far. We've had a couple of waves of light rain that have pushed across, with a couple of tenths of an inch in some spots, less than a tenth in some areas, but these numbers are going to go up, certainly, as we go through the night tonight. And before all is said and done on Thursday, maybe another inch of rain in some parts of the area. This was the radar loop as of 7:09 this evening. There's been actually prolific thunderstorms, a lot of lightning up across the north shore of Lake Erie, heading over towards Detroit and Windsor. I can't rule out a clap of thunder here, but for the most part, these will just be rain showers with little or no thunder and lightning, and actually it's just going to turn into a rainy night tonight. All of this is kind of circling around an area of low pressure across the Great Lakes. Now, down across the Gulf Coast region, we have showers and we have some thunderstorms and even some severe weather threats across parts of southern Georgia, northern Florida, out towards the Arklatex as well, kind of where Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas meet up. You can really see that upper low when you look at the water vapor imagery, that swirl. That's a low pressure system aloft that's kind of cut off from the main flow. Underneath these upper lows, a lot of times it's unsettled, it's unstable. The air rises easily because the air aloft is very cold, so you get some showers popping up. Sometimes we have some thunder and even some hail or some graupel in situations like this. Probably not this situation, but sometimes underneath these we get something a little unusual. One thing that is for sure, when you get something like this at this time of the year, it really makes it not feel like summertime. It is June the 13th, and it's only 59 degrees at 7 in the evening. Now, our average highs are in the upper 70s now at this time of the year, but we spent most of the mid and late afternoon in the upper 50s, especially after the rain started. So it's kind of a scattered shower regime this evening, eventually evolving just into a steady period of rain for the overnight. You'll hear the pitter-patter of raindrops all night. This is exactly what we need. Steady rain, no severe weather, most of the rain coming at night. Hey, that's just what the doctor ordered after a few very, very dry weeks. And the last of the raindrops, at least the steady raindrops, will be out of here by about 7 a.m. Maybe there's a scattered sprinkle or a shower for the rest of the morning, but more dry time than wet time, certainly during the daylight hours on our Wednesday. In fact, it'll be a mostly sunny afternoon. Now, temperatures will still be a little on the cool side. Brief warm-up ahead of this front on Thursday. We'll get off to a dry start Thursday. Then from north to south, we'll have that chance of a couple of showers pushing through. Let's rewind this to right around late afternoon, early evening. Here's 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Maybe there's a rumble of thunder with this. And in the wake of this front, kind of a cool day coming our way Friday with clouds and occasional sun. A much better regime will take over just in time for the upcoming weekend. I think Saturday will be fabulous, Sunday looking better as well. In the meantime, over the next 48 hours, some of us could see upwards of an inch or so worth of rain, maybe some higher amounts, maybe up to an inch and a half once you're down closer to Interstate 70 from Columbus over to Zanesville, Cambridge, Wheeling, Steubenville, over towards the Pittsburgh area as well. All systems go for outdoor activities, including anything you might want to do with Dad this weekend. Play a round of golf, go fishing, maybe just hang out on the patio or the deck. The weekend looking good. Yesterday we had a chance for some showers in our Sunday forecast. We removed that chance today because it looks like that system dives to the south, the dry air wins out. So Saturday and Sunday both featuring a good deal of sunshine and more seasonable temperatures. Not hot per se, and certainly not humid. Upper 70s to around 80, though, is pretty much par for the course. The pattern into next week will be amplified once again. We're going to have a deep trough digging into the western U.S., cold underneath that. a ridge popping up across the middle of the country, a little bit of a trough along the East Coast. We'll be kind of in between temperature regimes for a lot of next week. I think it'll, on balance, be a little on the warm side, but not hot. We're not going to be under this heat dome that they'll be under in Dallas and Waco and San Antonio and up towards Kansas City, places like that. I think we'll spend a lot of next week with highs not far from 80. It'll be pretty seasonable, nothing extreme, but certainly not as chilly as it is outside this evening. And you might even have to shut the windows tonight if you don't love 50s at this time of the year. Temperatures won't get real cold tonight. They'll hang out in the 50s though all night, and with the rain, you might like to hear the sound of the rain, but maybe just a little bit too cool to keep those windows wide open for tonight. All right, that'll do it for me on Weather for Weather Geeks on this Tuesday evening. I'll see you back here same time, same place on Wednesday.